The question I get asked all the time, basically every single time I fly, is how I travel with all this camera gear, all these electronics. So on this episode, I'm going to kind of walk you through how I pack for air travel, camera gear for air travel, and like how it works at the airport as well. So we're air traveling today, so I'm going to pack up, I'm going to show you how it works, and then I'm going to show you how it works at the airport as well. This is my camera gear. This is everything I travel with in terms of my camera gear, aside from the camera that's filming this. This is my camera bag. Right here, this is the Burton f-stop bag, I believe it's called. I can fit all my camera gear in it. Camera goes in, 100 to 400 goes in. The drone goes in as well. 35mm f1.4 RF, Rokinon 2.8 14mm, 50mm drone controller, like that. Now, something really important I need to mention is batteries. Lots of people put their drone batteries in their suitcase, but you actually aren't supposed to do that. Drone batteries and basically any lithium batteries are supposed to come with you into the cabin. So I have 2 spare batteries for my Mavic Pro. I stick them in the side pouch of this bag. And then I've also got the battery for the Ronin S, which is down here, and it slides off once it's unlocked. It slides off like that. So that also has to go into my bag. I usually stick it also into the other side pouch of my bag. And that's ready to go. I have my laptop, which is I'm working on, so I'm going to pretend the laptop's there. That goes in like this, and then I flip that upside down. Up top go my headphones, which I'm not going to put them in there, but they're there. And this is what flies with me on the airplane. This comes with me on the plane. It weighs a lot. When they checked it in at Batanis, it was 15 kilos. So to get around paying the fees, you either have to be sneaky, you have to beg them and say, it's all camera gear, I can't check it. Or you have to pay a fine. And one of the reasons I avoid Emirates Airlines isn't because they are bad, they're incredible, but they charge really, really expensive overage fees on luggage, so I don't go with them in case I get caught. Whereas here in the Philippines, going over on like Cebu Pacific or AirAsia, it only costs like $5 or $6 extra for a little bit more weight, so it's no big deal. Now, I could also check a tripod. This isn't my tripod, this is Jody's tripod because mine is right there. But I could, if I want, stick this onto my bag. There's no rules saying that you can't carry on a tripod. You absolutely can carry on a tripod. I don't think I've ever heard of somebody being told you can't take that on the plane. So you can, but I don't. And yeah, sometimes I do take the Ronin if I want like cinematic footage as well. I'll carry that on as well, and I'll just literally stick it under my foot. I kind of feel like it's a purse. You know, it's a personal item, just like a woman that has a handbag or a man that has a man bag, it sticks it under the seat in the front. I can do that with the Ronin, so I do that sometimes. But, this is my suitcase. When I buy a suitcase, one of the big things for me is the height of it. Because this is Jody's tripod and it's shorter, but my tripod's a little bit tall, and I need a tripod a suitcase that fits all the way like that. And then I literally just put my tripod in like that. Tripods are tough. But the one little trick I do, if I can find my shoe, it's a trick to protect the head because the ball head of the the tripod's pretty vulnerable. I'll flip this down like this, and I'll literally just stick my shoe on it like that. And that's gonna protect the tripod head if things get bounced around a little bit. So then I can lay it in like that, everything's fine. With the Ronin, I think everybody's a little bit over-concerned about stuff getting smashed in suitcases. If you find a suitcase that has kind of a hard edge, which this one does, then you can just take your Ronin or something like this, wrap it in a jacket, make sure it's like really covered up, really tight. Nothing's gonna happen to that. That's gonna be totally fine. Same with the mic. Take my other jacket, wrap it up. The mic's tough, it's gonna be fine. Everything's cool. It just goes in like that. I even put my filters in. I just don't want them taking up space in the top of my bag that I could put my headphones or passport or stuff like that. So I'll take another jacket or a sweater, wrap my filters up, and I lay them in there like that. All of my little camera accessories also go on the bottom of this bag, and then I fill it all up with clothing just to protect things a little bit better. I've got this section for clothing as well. And that's essentially how I pack my camera gear for air travel. We now have to go to the airport. Obviously things are gonna go down at the airport, so let's go. We just checked in and they didn't weigh my cabin baggage, so we're good. Heading through security now. When you go through security with camera gear, you don't usually have to take all the stuff out. Usually your laptop has to come out, but the cameras and lenses, they usually stay in. Sometimes in Europe, they do like a more thorough check when there's camera gear in, but you don't have to take every piece out, just the laptop. So let's go through security. So I have this thing that I've never ever beeped through security, and I still haven't. One of the big tricks that you can do, and I didn't do it today, but a big trick so you don't beep is to wear a jacket when you're going through security. You wear a jacket, you just take everything out of your pockets and then stuff your pockets with your phone, your money, your keys, everything. And that way you just take your coat off, you throw it in the luggage, you throw it in the security bin, and then you go through. It's really quick and fast. Now, the other tip for traveling with camera gear is, I'm just gonna stop in the back here, is that I think it's important to get priority boarding, because especially in Europe and North America, there's not a lot of luggage space in the top, and they'll try to check baggage. But if you get priority boarding, you can get on the flight first. You get on the flight first and you definitely can get your camera gear up top. If the luggage bins at the top are totally full and you have to check your bag, that's not a good thing. So we always pay for that priority boarding where we can. If you don't want to pay for the priority seating, another trick is to get seats at the back of the airplane, because the back of the airplane always boards first, so you'll still get your luggage on board that way. Okay, we are in our rental car, and I'm gonna end this video. Traveling with camera gear, it's not as scary as some people make it out to be. Yes, every now and then you get dinged by costs, but usually it's pretty easy going. We're here on Cebu Island now. We've got a couple days of exploration. I've got a couple videos from here coming up, and it should be fun. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace.